guys, welcome back to my channel. I'll be behind the camera. It's because I'm going to show you all of my blush collections. Now I've already uploaded the bronzer and the highlight. I'll just put the eye intonation above. So yeah, this is just for fun. I think this is my first and last doing this kind of collection thing because I really don't want to show off or what. So yeah, this is just for fun. I'm shooting this video way early of the last day of 2020, and hopefully tonight I might be able to upload it together with my two more lineup videos. I do apologize, one of our dog really wants to go to the next room, but my sister wouldn't allow it because yeah, there's a male dog and I think it's, you know, alright, so let's just get started. Let me just kind of focus this a little bit. So that's all of my blushes collection. So let's get started. In here in front are all MAC blushes, either beauty powder or just pearl matte powder or simply blushes. Now randomly they are either a limited edition or permanent line. So as you can see, some of here, especially in this part right here, are all limited edition, but some are not. And as you can see over here at the right, let me just try to move the camera. You can see some NYX product which I think is already discontinued. So yeah, let's just get started. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, again, I'm shooting this video wee hour of December 31st, which is, I think it's already 3:11, and hopefully by 3:30 or 3:45 I'm finished because I need to go to sleep. I have tons of things to do this early morning, so hopefully, yeah, I do apologize again for our dog. She's having an anxiety. I don't know what's wrong with her, but okay, so let's just get started. First off is this from Marilyn Monroe collection, and the shade is the Perfect Cheek. She looks like that. Hopefully the lighting is not too bright, but yeah, it's nighttime, so which one do you prefer? Okay, I think that's would be better. The next one, this one right here, is MAC Legendary. This one is from the Simpsons collection, and the shade is Sideshow You. This one over here is from the Venomous Villains, and it's Beauty Powder Oh So Fair, which looks like that. Alright, over here, this is MAC Pink Tea. This is MAC Stunner. Over here, this is MAC Pink Cult. This one right here, which I've been using because it's really perfect on my cheeks, it's MAC Love Cloud, which is discontinued. This one right here, it's MAC Spellbinder. Here, this one, this is MAC Fresh Honey. These two right here from the Hey Sailor collection is Lunch Away Fleet Fast. This one right here, MAC Dame. Actually, it's a dull shade, but it's really good for the everyday look. It's like a blush within, a glow within blush. So this is really perfect. This one right here, MAC Immortal Flower. This one right here, it's MAC Poised. Another one, this is Mineralized Blush in Warmth of Coral. I have the other one, which is the Soft Meow. I don't know where is it gone. These are the three blushes that I'm using right now, so that's why it's not included in there, but I'll show them to you. One is MAC Mineralized Blush in Pet Me. This one is from Semul. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this one is called, it's just a number from the same. The shade is BR03. I'm not using this as a blush. I'm using this like transition shade on my lids, so it's a perfect brown. I have this one. I do have a backup of this one. This is the Essence Matte Touch Blush, and I think this kind of range has already been discontinued by the Essence. And the shade is Blossom Me Up, which looks like that. It's a beautiful mauve shade. Alright, let's go over here from the Archie's collection. This is Pearl Matte Face Powder in Flatter Me. From the Wonder Woman collection, this is the powder blush in Mighty Aphrodite. This one, do you still remember one of these? This is from the Ombre collection in Blush Ombre in Azalea Blossom, which is the only purple lilac that I have. This one, I do have 3 backups of this. I've already given one, I've already used up 2, and I only have only 1 backup, and this is what I'm using right now. This is MAC MSF in Porcelain Pink. This is a really great topper blush for me, so I love it. So in here I have the Essence, the blush right here, and the shade is Blooming right there. Yeah, it's one of those dull color blush, but it's really great on your cheeks. Over here I have the Tarte one. This one is a very small blush from Tarte. These are their Amazonian clay blush, and the shade is Harmony. This one right here, I think it's limited edition, and it's called Celebrate It. Right here, Captivating. One right here, I think this is also limited edition. The shade is Buff. This one right here, Exposed, the ever saleable bestseller. Then I have some, this is the Essence Brit Tea blush collection, and I think this is limited edition, yeah. And the shade is Terrific Garden Party, and it's really beautiful. Look at that. This one right here, it's L'Oreal True Match blush, and the shade is Tender Rose. Look at that. Another Essence Beach Cruisers. I think this is limited edition. This is the time they released when MAC also introduces the ombre blushes. This one is called Summer Break, which is kind of reminds me of that hard to get the ombre blush, the peach from MAC. Over here is a Jane blush, and it's called Blushing Wine. Okay, these are all the Square NYX range. I think this has been discontinued, so I'll just show them to you over here. Okay, this is NYX Silky Rose, NYX Apricot, peach, mauve, cocoa. If you see some white dots right here, some spray, because I've been spraying them with alcohol. I've been sanitizing them, every now and then. So this one right here, which is, yeah, it's cracked, cinnamon. This one, it's NYX Angel. To be honest, this is my second pan, so I do have the NYX Taupe blush, but I consider that as a bronzer. Okay, this one right here, it's NYX Mocha. Yeah, it's the name Mocha, but look at that, it's kind of a reddish orange shade. So, and then over here I have the CoverGirl Cheekers. I have 3. This one is called Pretty Peach, is Rose Silk, and lastly Natural Twinkle. Over here I do have 2 e.l.f. blush, Mellow Mauve. Yeah, as you can see, I love peach, I love mauves, I love those kind of dull shade. Oh, and also, oh yeah, this one is Candid Coral, which kind of scraped off with my nails when I opened it. This 2 here are the Pop Beauty Blush, which I just recently bought. This one is Coral Crush. This one is Stellar Light. Yeah, it looks silver, but in real life it's more like kind of a neutral pink because of the light. Yeah. Right, and then I have here the Maybelline one, Coral Burst. I have the Max Factor blush, and the shade is Nude Mauve. And I think this is also the dupe for the Hourglass Nude Exposure, which I do have. I also have this, the Balm Cindy Luminizer, which is, they say it's a dupe for the Porcelain Pink, but no, it's not. This is what I'm talking about, the Hourglass blush in Nude Exposure. Now I just bought the mini size. It's because, yeah, it's too expensive. So, oh, I also have this palette from Hourglass, the Marble collection, the ambient lighting. Yeah, I think this shouldn't be included in, okay, I think this shouldn't be included, but a lot of them are more blushes. This one is Jane blush, the shade Be Pure Mineral blush, and the shade is Rose Silk. Over here is a Catrice illuminating blush, and the shade is Coral Me Maybe. You do get the storyline, the color story here. I prefer peach, coral, nude mauve, and a little bit cooler toned of blush pink. It's because it's more compatible, or more, it's really good on my skin tone, since my skin tone is a very yellow undertone. Now I do have 2 Milani Baked blush. This one is called Delicioso Pink, cool tone pink. This one right here is Luminoso, the ever famous dupe for NARS Orgasm. This one, it's still in the box from the Disney collection ColourPop, and the shade is Part of Your World, shimmery pink shade. It's kind of a cool tone too. Yeah, I don't want to, to put away the box. I want it inside the box. It's because it's so pretty. This one is an NYC Color Wheel blush, and the shade is Pink Cheek Glow. Right there. I do have 2 Sleek. This one right here is called Suede. To be honest, this should be as contour for me because it's a little bit dark and brown, but sometimes it's really good whenever during summer, when my skin tone is a little bit dark, when I'm a little bit darker. So, and this one is actually 3 blushes. This is the Sleek Blush by 3 in Lace. You see the color story here. There's an orange here, there's a shimmery pink, and a little bit of a corally orange right here, as you can see. I do have 2 City Colors matte blush. One is Blossom, and the other one is Natural, which is a little bit cracked. I have 3 those rose type of Milani powder blush. One is Warm Petal, the other one is Bella Rosa, the other one is Coral Cove. And they say there's this romantic rose which is a dupe for a higher brand. I forgot it already. This one is a higher brand which is from the Balm Down Boy. This is the only blush. Yeah, this is one of the 2 blushes that I own from the Balm. I don't want to buy any more blushes from the Balm. The Balm is the Balm's Down Boy, beautiful cool tone pink. This is from a Pew Juicy Pang blusher. This is the only stain I have, and the shade is, what's the shade here? BE01. Let me just open it for you. To apologize, it's too little bit dark. It's because, yeah, it's nighttime. So can you hear the rooster crowing? So this one is, I think, on this set, with the nail polish, the eyeshadow, and this mini blush. This one is from Wet n Wild, called Pearlescent Pink, and I love it. Look at that. This one is from Revlon. I do have a backup of this. This is Ravishing Rose. This one is from Essence Blush Up, which is also kind of an ombre blush, and the shade is Heat Wave. Look at that. Pretty. And then this one. And this one right here is a Wet n Wild color icon that I don't have. It's, yeah, I didn't bought this the first time they released this range. It took me a while to get this. I don't know, before I wasn't into mauve thing, but now I'm into mauve, probably because I'm getting, older, that's why. So this is called Wet n Wild color icon in Mellow Wine. And I do have 2. This is the blushable cream stick from NYC. One South Saint Shell. Is it Saint Seashell? I don't know, but that's the shade. The other one, Big Apple blush, which I've been using right now. And lastly, it's this NYC Bright Idea stick blush, and this is the only shade of the NYC stick blush that I have. It's Pinky Dust, which looks like that. Yeah, that's our dog. Yeah. All right, I do have, which is already in my treasure trove collection, my Essence limited edition. I put it in my treasure trove because I'm planning on not using them. Okay, so let me just show you. Okay guys, so yeah, I'm gonna include this in my collection as blush and bronzers. Actually, a lot of them are blushes, but sometimes I consider them as bronzer. There might be 1 or 2 products which is considered as a bronzer. but I'll just include this in. These are all the treasure trove that I have, meaning not planning unless it's I want. So let me just show them to. All right, let's go with this one. Do you still remember this? Pretty, isn't it? Now this one is a limited edition from the Body Shop. This one is called, this is the Cheek Face Powder shade in Berry, but I don't think this is for you know, powder. It's really for cheek. I don't like to use this because it's so pretty. Look at the autumn leaves. It's pretty. And then I have the other one, which is this one, darker, right there. And this one is called Chestnut, which is more like brown shade, which is really a shade of, yeah, it's cracked when it was mailed to me, so I really hunt this down. It was sold out. This is the first to ever sold out. And then, do you still remember this one? This is, I think this is bronzing powder shade in deep matte. Yeah, it's a bronzer, but you can also use as a blush. I've decided not to use it because I think but the Body Shop would discontinue this product. So pretty. I sometimes use this as a blush, so sometimes as a bronzer. And then, do you still remember this? These are the shimmer waves. I do have the other shade of the shimmer waves, but I consider them as my eye palette, so I don't consider them as a blush because it's too dark. The color story is a little bit darker. So anyways, I have here, this is blush. Pretty. It's really, for me, it's really as a blush, not as an eyeshadow, but they kind of sell it, marketed it as an eyeshadow palette, but it's not. And the other one is peach, which actually, if you take a look at their website, it's a different kind of position already, the one with squares already, so like it's like a block already. And this one is actually as a bronzer from Essence, but sometimes it's because sometimes when during summer I'm a little bit darker, so I kind of use this as a blush, but lightly. This is the Essence Lights of Orient. They marketed it as a bronzer, but for me, I can use this as a blush. This is Sun-Kissed Beauty, but I kind of, you know, this kind of a very light blush like the MAC Harmony. So yeah, love it. All right, and then this one right here are all Essence right here, this kind of row. This is Essence Ticket to Paradise shimmer powder. Now I don't think this is for the as a powder. You can use this as a highlight or sometimes as a blush topper, and the shade is Tropical Heat. And yeah, I've used this a couple of times, but kind of hold me back because look at the pretty flower and leaves, and just put it like this and you will see. Pretty, right? And then this is the Essence Glow Like a Mermaid. I never used this yet, and this is limited edition. This is a highlighting powder, they say, but I haven't swatched this, but I just love the different colors in here. And the shade is Forever Mermaid. Oh my gosh, look at that. Isn't it pretty? Okay. And do you still remember this? This is from the Hello Autumn. And this one is a multicolor powder, and the shade is Autumn and the City, which is pretty. Look at that. I just don't like to use it because of the pretty autumn leaves, the maple leaves. And this one right here says this is an adapting blush. So it kind of, you know, the color, the result of the color when you apply it on your cheeks depends on your, you know, your body chemistry. And this one is, it says this is the color adapting powder blush, and the shade is Beauty Fall Red. Just looks like that. Isn't it pretty? Wow. Okay, and then this one is the only e.l.f. I have single blush that I have, and the shade is Koi, and this is really good for an everyday blush. This one is kind of really old, but I just love the shade. This is Revolution, or Makeup Revolution in Vivid Blush Lacquer. Look at that. Yeah. And the shade is Rush. That's the shade. Look at that. It's kind of old. So I just, you know, for swatch purposes, if ever in the near future, if I ever bought some kind of cream blush, I do have some comparison. This one is already hit pan, and I've decided to keep it because this is a limited edition from Essence, from their Cookies and Cream line. And this one is really good shade. So probably, I know Essence have, you know, constant collection releases, and there might some of the trends that they will release would probably be the same shade as this one. So I do have a comparison, and this shade is called Cake Pop That's Top. I love this one. This is like peachy pink with gold shimmer, like the NARS Orgasm type of thing, but not really like the Milani Luminoso. This one right here is a Dream Bouncy blush, and this is really a cool tone blush. I love this, and I think this has been discontinued, so I tried to put it on my treasure trove in order for me to have a comparison. Probably later on when I buy something, I could compare the shade so that I could, yeah, I could use it. This is called Pink Frosting, like that. Okay, and then I'll show you the other shimmer waves that I have from the Body Shop, which I used as an eye palette before, but now I'm not using it. I just set it aside because it's pretty. It's limited edition, and that's the one is limited edition. The other one is not. I'll show them to you. This is the other shimmer waves that I have, which is kind of cool. I did done a video on this one. Is called Bronze, and I don't use this as a blush or a bronzer, but I use this. And this one right here from the Leona Lewis collection, it's a shimmer palette, and the shade is Oh Dear Bronze. I use this as an eye, but they say it's a bronzer or a blush or a highlight, as you can see. So yeah, and look at that. Isn't it pretty? That's why I bought it, because it's pretty. Look at that. And that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you on my next video. Next video I'm going to shoot are my eye palettes, both the palettes and the single eyeshadows, so do watch out for that. And also, upcoming video that I'll be uploading is my New York look, which is probably tomorrow, January 1st, or tonight. So yeah, bye guys.